Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is part 2 for reduce array helper, and in the previous video we saw one reduce helper example, and we saw that how can we sum the numbers from the array and get the sum of that. And also we saw one real-time scenario, like if we are having very complex object, and if you want to get the data from that complex object, so how can we get that? So if you did not watch that video, so you can find that link in the description block. And today we are going to discuss about very common interview questions, and uh, frequently people get this question, like how can we remove duplicate elements from an array. So there are multiple ways, but if you will do this with the reduce array helper, so this will definitely impact on your interview. So let's start. So this is one array, and I asked one kid to write alphabet on in this array, but he added few duplicate, like we can see A is repeating here, and we can see C is also repeating, E is also repeating, and we can see lots of duplicate data in this array. And what I want is I want to get the unique data, correct alphabet from this array. So let's start. So I added this array in one variable that's called records. And if someone is asking to write code to remove duplicate elements from an array, so what other way we can have? We can have a loop also. So first we can see how we can achieve this with the general for loop. Okay, so first I need one variable which will have our output, right? So maybe output, and let's initialize with this empty array. And now let's add one for loop where I equals to 0, I is less than records dot length I plus plus. And here I can use one other array helper that's called find. And what I'm going to find my record, right? So if u equals to records of I, and let's wrap this under the if condition. So if we find the record, so I don't want to push, right? So let's say if we don't find, so let's add not. And if we don't find, then I want to push that record in my output array. So output dot push, and then what I'm going to push, records of I. And now let's print our output array. So console.log, and then output, and let's click on run and see if I'm getting a unique record or not. So great, I'm getting the unique record with the loop. So this is a one way, and we can see that we added this much of code. Now let's refactor this code with reduce array helper. So let me come here, and what is our array? That's a record. So records dot reduce, and we need to run our reducer function. So reducer function takes first argument is output, so maybe we can say O for output, and then second will be well, object of each iterator. So maybe we can say item, and let's write our arrow function here, and let's initialize our output similar to this. And here let's copy this if condition and paste it here. And now let's replace this output with O and records of I with item. So and also let's return our output. And here now with very less number of quotes, let's see if I'm getting same output or not. So let's print this as well in a console and let's click on run. So great, I am getting exactly same unique values what we uh, received with this number of quotes. So reduce is much better than this for loop. So that's all for this video. I hope you will be able to understand how can we get the unique values from the array using a reduce array helper. In the next video, we are going to see how we can get the balanced parentheses using reduce array helper. For example, here we are having three open syntax for this parenthesis and three closed parentheses. So we can see that this is a balanced parenthesis. But here we can see that four open parentheses, but only three parentheses are getting closed. So we can say that these parentheses are not balanced. So we should get true for above and false for below one. So see you this in the next video. Thank you for watching.